Okay, sports fans, here we are in northern Belize. Before you, a 2004 or maybe a 5 Lifan 150 Enduro motorcycle. I have had it since new. I was uh, not a dealer, but when Lifan was trying to break into the American market, they were looking for distributors, dealers, and we're offering some preferential pricing. So I thought, what the hell, I'll go ahead and buy several of them to qualify and take some to Belize. I had a clone of this one that I donated to the local police department, so the police officer for the village didn't have to walk or ride a bicycle. This thing has been quite a survivor. Belize is not a easy place for vehicles. As you can see, the back tire has officially expired. We were going to Sartanea, made it a little less than halfway, and it started going flat. So we turned around and we made it back to the house. Tube at one point started coming out, so we had to pull it out. At any rate, Lifan, at least to my opinion, is a pretty quality product. I'm not sure what they based their motorcycles on, if these are Honda or Yamaha or whatever. But at any rate, the engine and transmission is in perfect condition. The master cylinder, the front brake, I think it needs a seal in there, so I'm going with rear brake. I did replace I call it the frame, the front stanchion tube, the steering bearings underneath that big chrome nut. Exhaust muffler has a big hole in it. By the way, those are the original tires, 20 years old. I had gotten other ones that I wore out, so I put the originals back on. And now in the year 2025, or almost 2025, I'm going to get some new tires. Did have a crash, which chingased my little fairing thing there. I have been riding it without a battery. I think the voltage regulator has burned up. Amazing that the original seat, still hanging in there by some filaments. Chain guard has fallen off. Weld quality on these things not very good, but can't complain. There is Rambo 2. You want some more scratches? He's a scratch addict now. Yeah, that's the position. The fender and the supporting stuff all vibrated to destruction. Got the original air cleaner. Just changed the oil, oiled the chain. I think I did replace the chain. Original brake shoes. Speedometer and tachometer don't work. The speedometer, odometer made it to, not sure if those are kilometers or miles, but it's been inoperative for over a decade. So this is a review of the Chinese motorcycle. Those of you who are fence sitting as far as trying to determine the quality of Chinese motorcycles, well, this one has been quite the survivor. I have no complaints. When I originally bought it, the dealer price was $649. So I got two of them. I got a couple of ATVs and a Honda Mini Trail clone, and then they threw in a bonus bike, a little semi-automatic 70cc dirt bike that I wound up selling in Galveston. At any rate, Chinese dirt bikes or enduro, hard to find fault after 20 years of pretty much trouble-free operation. I'm actually thinking that Chinese quality was better back in the late 90s, early 2000s, because they were trying to win over the markets. And now that all the markets are won over, they can just build shit because they know we'll be coming back for it every few years. So there could be a conspiracy at work there. Like most people, I don't really go out of my way to support or be a water carrier for Chinese communist politics. But as far as motorcycles, can't complain. All right, let's see. I think that covers just about everything. 20 years in a very hostile environment. And that is, the incredible thing is, this thing would sit for months at a time, and I have never had the carburetor off to clean a jet, which is borderline remarkable. I think it still has the original spark plug. Go figure. Oh, I did a DIY repair on the twist grip there. It broke, and so I JB welded it with a reinforcement of 1-inch or 3/4-inch conduit. Maybe it was a piece of coupling. Anyway, that's been holding for over a decade. So I would give wholehearted recommendation for Chinese products as soon as they get the hell out of Philippine territorial waters and honor the UN law of the sea in the South China Sea. How about that? China out of territorial waters of the Philippines, Vietnam, Malaysia, Bhutan, Indonesia, Taiwan, Japan, and anywhere else. Got it? That's your wake-up call. Signing off from Belize.